I feel like I should be giving up. You can't leave it, it's too much. But I'm tired of you, me on. Oh, and I don't like where it.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. The time for talk is over as we are just mere moments away from the Super Bowl. Two teams now have a chance to prove they are the best. It's the Monarchs going up against the Saints.
Larry, it has been a tumultuous yet utterly riveting 2018 NFL season, and it all comes to a close here tonight as we welcome you to Super Bowl 53 from two-year-old Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, that run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And some room to maneuver. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. But one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Wentz now on first down. Looking deep downfield. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Well, if those at home were wondering if we were going to see some offense in this Super Bowl, I think your answer was right there. Incomplete, but they take a big shot early.
Like the script. If they get the big play early, so much the better. But if nothing else, they send a message. They're going to be aggressive in this game.
So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. Shotgun now for Wentz. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And the offense looks to pick up the first here on 3rd after that incompletion. From the gun, it's Wentz. toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the sign judge, and that's good enough for a first down. Fresh set of downs here. And Wentz not going to take the snap here. Instead, he turns and calls a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
4 yards remaining now on 2nd down. Defense showing blitz. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. They will run again with Coleman. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays, too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. And ready now for 2nd and 9. They'll run it now out of the gun. About 3 yards there to the 27.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Wentz. And able to find John Brown. And he will have the 1st down before he's tackled at the 12. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some big-time hitting going on there. He is knocked to the ground. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive. And once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
The Saints on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 6. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter number 2. The Saints on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 6. Wentz going to throw. On the screen, this is Coleman. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And Myers able to knock it through. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. So a 15-play drive. Can't believe that only resulted in 3, but it did.
That is somewhat amazing, isn't it? When you hold the ball that long, run offense that well, yet only put 3 points on the board, it has to be a little bit of a disappointment, doesn't it?
Has to. That's fielded in the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Now a handoff looking right. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the shotgun, here's Dobbs. And that is incomplete.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. This is taken around the 12. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They'll run it now out of the gun. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Well, they brought in an extra defensive back here, so probably not expecting a run on 3rd and 3.
A good call.
To throw is Wentz. He finds Coleman. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 8. first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Now Wentz throwing on second down. Going underneath, it's Coleman. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and all of a sudden here, it's third down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. With a first touchdown of Super Bowl 53. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit. But for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And here now the offense heading back out there. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here too after a good stop. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'll run it now out of the gun. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. Call it a gain of a couple there as it'll leave them with a second and just 3.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. Off the play fake. Here's Dobbs. He'll buy some time right. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Devontae Parker was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. On play action, it's Dobbs. Going deep here for Stills. Incomplete. Both players were there offensively and defensively, but it falls incomplete.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit with play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. No gain on the play there, second down. Wentz to throw on second down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
A good pick up there of 20 yards. The Saints put up 29 points a game last year, second only to the Falcons, and they're in range to get some points on this drive as well. 1st and 10. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. I'm no offensive mastermind, but of all the guys on the field to block, you might want to stop him.
Look, I've got a very simple rule. An unblocked defender is usually your best defender, and he ended up making the play there.
Here's Coleman. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. As the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. And the big tight end shifting around. On play action, Wentz. And this is going to be incomplete.
And that was a nice play. He knocked it away, but obviously you want the interception in this situation. You want to take away any chance that they have any decision to make on 4th down. But things happen so quickly in the end zone in this compressed area of the field that you're just happy to knock it away and not allow a touchdown.
It's a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they get the field goal near the end of the first half to expand that lead.
Yeah, that's got to feel good, but they can't let up. Now on the kickoff, they've got to make sure they don't give up a big return or a big yardage to set up the other team for one last chance to score themselves.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And now back out comes the offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
first down. Dobbs to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So here they come, the road team now getting the football first to start this third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know. I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call? Yeah. We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not. We'll find out. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And while there is no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. Out of the gun, Dobbs. He gets it into the arms of Parker, complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 11 yards for number 11. I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender. Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Play fake here on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter. Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one. Has that happened to you before? No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days. So after the INT, here's Wentz. And he'll go out of bounds down inside the 15-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing. And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance. And he did. Coleman now. And he stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him. And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Throwing now is Wentz. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to fourth down. So now the field goal unit trots out there for the third time tonight. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, close game, second half. You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field. Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far, and they come away with nothing. Now they try the right side here. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. The slot man in motion right. Dobbs looking to throw on first down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. Powerful running. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
They begin the drive with Coleman. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out.
Looking for the tight end, Olsen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Here we go. Come on, let's go.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he's in for the score. And his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty capable. Too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
On second down, here's Wentz. And Anderson's got it. 23 yards on the play. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Final minute now of the third quarter. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got room. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Back now here on EA Sports. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On third down, it's Coleman, and they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. And Myers able to knock it through, and now it's a two-score game at 9, 16-7. So that's a big one there. It's his third field goal of the game, and a two-score lead's got to feel pretty good right about now.
And while they're not free and clear yet, you're right. Now this defense can go out knowing that it's going to take more than one big play to catch them.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down. The Saints with an extra defensive back here on third on the field.
Could they blitz?
To throw is Dobbs. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll bring up fourth down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Wentz now on first down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be knocked down sideways. Looks to be right around the 40. It's a gain of 5, and it'll make it a second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Now defensively here, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. The Saints on third down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Wentz. And that is incomplete. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
Now on fourth down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. Here's Brad Wing now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. 12 yards there as they move the chains. On 1st and 10, Dobbs. Flushed out right. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's 2nd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he is out of bounds, getting it just shy of the 35. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. 1st down, and he gets out of bounds.
Yeah, you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and then completions to use the clock.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. 2nd down now after the incompletion. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Now Dobbs. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Here we go.
Dobbs now on 2nd down. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Here we go.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
Let's go.
And the wideout in motion. Throwing here, Dobbs. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
If they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that may write a finish to this Super Bowl. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. Getting down to the end here, they have a 2-score lead. Barely, but it's a 2-score lead, so that probably makes you as a coach feel a lot more comfortable right now, doesn't it, Charles?
It does, but it doesn't mean now you go out and run option or some kind of a wild double reverse or anything like that. But you do know that if anything does go haywire, you're still in control of this game.
I want a double reverse, don't you?
I'm just waiting for that day where we actually see something like that in this situation.
We'll see what happens here. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. We'll check on his status when we get back. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Wentz to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. On third down, that's Smith. Pass, and he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. 50 yards. And the Saints add on to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a two-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
And he's got it up and through. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now this offense about ready to take over again. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Now a handoff looking right. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of 2, now third down. And the Lombardi Trophy is headed back to the Bayou. The New Orleans Saints, Super Bowl champions. And their remarkable season ends in the most remarkable of ways. They get to put next to their name Super Bowl.